Oh, you want to say what we're doing right now?
Yeah. Okay. The thing is that what I'm going to be cooking today is the basic recipe. Which we are doing today is chicken Qeema. Well, we could have used the exact same method and put chicken breast in it, and that would be chicken breast curry. We could have used the exact same method and put the beef in there, and that could have been the beef curry. So basically, this method will can be used for all types of meats cooking. We're defrosting the meat right now, but here's the first thing we're doing. We're putting oil in the pan. Oil in the pan. That's where we begin. So that typically what you're going to do with the onions is after you peel the top cover, you're going to just cut them in small slices like this. Oh, one thing I should mention, you can use one big sized onion per dish that you're cooking.
So you only need one onion.
One big size. But if you have two onions, if you have onions at this size, I would use two of them. Okay, same thing. It's the exact same thing. You're chopping it real small. So you're going to do that. Then the third ingredient you're putting in.
How high is the heat right now?
It's high. Keep it high because what you're looking for is toasting. It's toasted. Now you'll take tomato paste, and you'll use 2 full spoons of that. You know, I usually do 1/3 of the can. Tomato paste, that's what's called. We have fresh tomatoes we used, and we use tomato paste. This enhances the flavor. Okay, at this stage what we want to do is just put half a cup of water at this stage. And that the purpose for that is just to dissolve it better. No other purpose, just to dissolve it. Now at this stage, we can start putting the spices because we want them to get roasted along with the frying of the onions and the tomatoes. Now here's where we start. Okay, first thing we do is we put 1 spoon of salt. You can put just a little more, 1 1/4 at the most, okay? Then we put half spoon of turmeric, half spoon. Then we go to hot red pepper, and we put 1 spoon of red pepper. Then we go to allspice, and we put half spoon of allspice. Just a little, it was a little less than half.
What's it called?
Allspice. Allspice. Or the exact word when you're purchasing it from an India bazaar or something, gharam masala. Gharam masala. See, now you're seeing the shape of this thing getting mixed up. Okay, there's 2 more ingredients left to make it very good. Okay, now we're into, we'll put two spoons of ginger paste. 1 spoon. 2 spoons of ginger paste. 1 spoon of garlic paste. garlic paste. This concludes all the spices that need to go in. It's now at this stage, our next step becomes what? Now in this case, we were defrosting it, but let's say we were not defrosting it, we'd just then directly put the meat in there at this stage. Now it is very crucial for us when we do this that we stay on top of it, because you don't want this to burn under any circumstances. There you go. There goes the meat right into it. That. Now the whole trick is making sure, because this was dissolved that way, that's part of that. You're just crushing it right now. There's nothing more to it. And this you wouldn't have to do if this was not defrosted. And you want a high heat and you want to stay on top of it. Okay. If you really think about it, like in terms of the preparation that's involved in this, we're pretty much there. Now, let's say the meat didn't need to be defrosted or anything. We're going to let it cook at high heat. Make sure that it's cooked at high heat for a good 10 minutes. But in this case,
so it was in around 205.
Yeah, 5 to 7 minutes of this. And the reason for that is that this has to be roasted, like in very, very high heat. As you can see, there is a shape of the dish coming up, like an initial stage is coming up. Slowly and slowly it'll release its own water and it'll cook in that. So we keep the heat on or high. And you have to stay on top of it. This is the stage of the cooking. I mean, the whole cooking will take 30 minutes. But this is the stage, this is a crucial 10 minutes where you got to stay on top of it. Then towards the last 5 minutes, you can keep it at low cook and let it cook on its own. But you got to be on top of it. This is the stage where the oil will start coming up. It's a good scene. It's a good sign that everything is in order. Slowly and slowly, more oil will come up, and it would have cooked itself in its own moisture. The meat is releasing moisture, the tomatoes are releasing moisture, the onions being roasted will release moisture.
So it's been 10 minutes. When do you think we're going to put it on low?
I think we're not going to go put it on low for another 10 minutes.
Another 10 minutes?
Yeah, because we want it roasted. That's when there's no doubt that it is not cooked. The main thing is that it was not defrosted. That's why we took longer, but I would still roast it. Roast means that this water that you're seeing will no longer be water. It will become oil. It's wanted a year to learn it. Okay, see how you see like oil coming up? This is more oil than water. It's oily. You see, look at the whole thing. Look at the whole... That oil coming up on the top is an indication that it is getting close to cook.
Okay.
But we're still about 5 minutes away.
Okay.
See? That's an indication we're getting there. And this oil on the top is raising. Look at this. This is pure oil now. No more water. Distinctly different oil rather than water. Oil rather than water, which was not the case just 5 minutes ago.
So we're just going to put it on low?
We'll put it on low for about 5 minutes at the end, which in fact we really even don't need to, because it looks it roasted very good. So if the oil has come up on the surface, you're done. Look at all those, you have these huge pieces of onions floating around. They're all meshed in. Nice. Fish I made for you guys?
Yep.
Yeah. Here, if one can have a dish cooked in about 15 minutes of high intense heat, and about 5 minutes of preparation, which can last 2 days, what else is there to ask? Alhamdulillah.